Dear student, today we learn the automobile gearbox. The automobile gearbox basically consists the various gear ratio, and the gear ratio or the velocity ratio between the two pair of gear wheel is the inverse ratio of the number of teeth on each other, and the gear ratio is normally written as the number of revolution of the driver gear to the number of revolution of the driven gear, or in terms of the teeth it is the ratio of the number of teeth in the driven gear to the number of teeth on the driver gear. Here there is two gear, the gear number A and gear number B are to be shown here. This is the gear A and this is the gear B. So any gear can be represented as a driver gear or it can be represented as a driven gear. So here this is the gear A, and this one is, let us suppose this is the driver gear, this one is the driver and this one will be the driven gear. Okay, so here this is NA and NB, there are the two rotations are to be there. This is the number of revolution of A is here, and this one is the number of rotation of B will be this side. This is the NA and B, this is the number of rotation, and TA and TB the number of teeth associated with the gear, and D1 and DA and DB this is the pitch diameter of the gear. So the gear ratio is basically this is the ratio of the inverse ratio of NB by NA or TA by TB, so that n number of revolution of the B can be find out with respect to help of the number of revolution of A multiplied TA by TB. Okay, here different types of gearbox is to be given. So the three gearbox which is listed here, that is called the manual gearbox. These are called the manual gearbox. These are the manual gearbox, and this gearbox is basically this is the automatic gearbox, or this gearbox is to be utilized in automatic transmission system, and this gearbox, three gearbox, sliding mesh, constant mesh and screw mesh type gearbox, these are utilized in the manual gearbox. So we will learn the sliding mesh type of gearbox. So here the sliding mesh gearbox basically consists of the three different types of gear mounted on three different type of shaft. One shaft is called the input shaft, from where to which the power is to be supplied. Let us suppose here the engine is to be mounted. Here let us suppose there is an engine, and from engines the power is to be coming this particular shaft. So this is called the input shaft. Here the power is to be supplied. This is the power in. Okay, and this gear is called the clutch gear. This is the clutch gear. These are the clutch gear, and there is another type of the gear which is listed here, that is called the counter shaft gear. This gear is called the counter shaft gear. Let us suppose this is the gear number 1, and this is the gear number 2, and this one is the gear number 3, and this one is the gear number 4. So the gear number 1 is called the clutch gear, and gear number 2 is the counter shaft gear, and gear number 3 is also the counter shaft gear, because these two gears are mounted on the same shaft, and these two gears are fixed with each other. That is, these are to be fixed with the welding joints or something. Okay, or it has to be pinned. So these are the fixed gear, it cannot be moved. But there is another class of gear which is mounted on the spline shaft. This is called the spline. This is the spline. So this gear can be moved to and fro. This movement of this particular gear, fourth gear, is to and fro. The fourth gear is now in this particular condition. These are meshed, so there will be a formation of gear ratio will take place. This 1 and 2 gear ratio provide a certain gear ratio. Let us suppose this is G1, and the 3 and 4 will provide a certain gear ratio. This is the G2. So the overall gear ratio which will be obtained from the output shaft is called G is equal to G1 into of G2. Okay, so here the basic sliding mesh gearbox is to be written, is to be shown here, in which the 3 forward gears is to be achieved. So here this is the main shaft, this one is the main shaft or the power shaft, and this one is the lay shaft, and this one is the output shaft. Okay, in this particular cases, what will happen? The bigger gear of the output shaft is meshed with the smallest gear of the lathe shaft. So a gear ratio is to be obtained. Here let us suppose this gear ratio is to be developed. Here this G1 and this one is G2. So the gear ratio is to be formed. G is equal to G1 into G2. So this gear ratio, this gear ratio is the highest gear ratio. This is the highest gear ratio. Highest gear ratio. Sometimes this highest gear ratio is said to be the first gear ratio. Here this is the first gear ratio. The power is to be, power is the path of the power flow is to be given. Here this is the path of the power flow. Here in this case, this gear, the output shaft gear is the match with this lathe shaft smallest gear. So the a gear ratio is to be developed, and this gear ratio provide the lower RPM. This is low speed output, but the torque is the very high. Torque is very high. So such type of the gear ratio is to be utilized for movement of the vehicles from the starting conditions. When we just start the vehicles, then we require the first gear ratio, because in that particular cases the speeds are very low, but at that particular time, due to inertia, the power is to be required, very high power is to be required. So the very high power is to be given with the help of this the highest torque. Now there is a second gear ratio. So here this gear is not disengaged with this fourth, this gear, the lathe shaft gear, this has been disengaged, and there is another gear that will come into the picture. This gear with match with this another gear here. Okay, so a different gear ratio is to be formed. So this gear ratio, this is called a different gear ratio. So this one is called the second gear ratio. So this gear ratio will be lesser than the first gear ratio. Let us suppose the first gear ratio, let us suppose the first gear ratio, this will be greater than this is the second gear ratio. Okay, so there is another gear ratio is to be formed, and this gear ratio provide lesser amount of torque will be lesser, but RPM will be higher with respect to the first gear ratio. RPM is to be higher. Okay, so this one is the second gear ratio. Now there is another gear ratio here. Here this shaft, as you are seeing here, this shaft, this is the output shaft, is disengaged with this clutch shaft. Now at this third gear ratio, these two shafts are to be matched up. These are meshed up. So there is a direct power transmission of this shaft to this shaft. So the power flow takes place like this. So this is called the third gear ratio. This is the third gear ratio, and this gear ratio sometimes it is called the top gear ratio. Okay, so there is the three gear ratio: first gear ratio, second gear ratio, and third gear ratio. And the third gear ratio, this is the top ratio. That means the whatever the speed through which this engine is to be moving, the same speed the wheels is to be rotated. Let us suppose this is moving 1000 RPM, then the wheels will be also rotated with 1000 RPM, because there is a direct transfer of the power from shaft to shaft power. Okay, now here in this power transmissions, when the gear are to be matched with the spline gear is to be matched with the counter shaft gear, then there is a large of noise generation takes place, because the gear teeth will match with each other with the sound. So this transfer of the gear from this spline shaft or engagement of this gear to this counter shaft requires certain arrangement. There is a arrangement through which this shaft is to be moved. Okay, and this arrangement create a very large noise. So such type of the gearbox is normally not utilized. In place of these sliding mesh gearbox, second types of the gearbox has come into picture. That is called the constant mesh type of gearbox. That will be discussed in the next video. A short animation of sliding mesh type gearbox is to be shown here. Here this is the 3 forward and the 1 reverse gear. So this is the neutral conditions. This output shaft is the stationary, and but here the clutch shaft and the counter shaft is to be running. This is rotating, but these are the stationary. Now the first gear is to be engaged with this counter shaft gear, so the gear ratio 1 is to be formed. So this is the gear. So as a result of this meshing of this gear, a gear ratio 1 to be developed. Now the gear ratio 2 is to be found by the engaging of this counter shaft gear with the another gear of this spline shaft. So the gear ratio is 2 is to be developed. Now there is another gear ratio that has to be formed here. This is the shaft to shaft connection. You can see here, this is the shaft to shaft connection. So this shaft is to be connected, this shaft is connected with this shaft. So there is shaft to shaft connection. This is the top gear, and there is another type of the gear that is called the reverse gear. In this particular cases, the output shaft is to be reversed, is reversed. Here in this particular case there is the idler gear which is in between the two gears. So these are the basic layout of sliding mesh type of gearbox. Okay, thank you.